Toto's the group he runs Fury, and I was just shitting on ZQ.
Chat. If you're here, hello. Since I just started, probably not. But, you know, whatever. I'm gonna work on this red spot. What is going on? I use this floor.
The webcam. Sorry, we're playing. We're having a good time. Yo, Daddy, thanks for following.
Get that off the screen, I guess. I forgot to pull that one out, but that's fine. We'll get to it. So this is going to be a symmetrical one. We're just going to dogleg it. No internal doors. Kind of prefer. I prefer to use no doors if I can get away with it, usually. It's just another thing that can go wrong, sort of.
If you don't feel like following me, but want to follow something, follow Triangle. Follow our company. We're doing so many amazing things with it. Videos on YouTube, we're constantly adding more. It means the world to us. Happy fingers, thanks for 100 videos. Oh my god, Lumia is back. How is she back? Ron, I thought you banned her. What's the longest you can time her out? She doesn't even work properly. Doesn't do the damn job. Come on.
Well, she has an incredible background. I'm gonna change to something else so she.
Alright, that way better.
She's just chatty. Fine.
Okay, good
for
to
her.
know.
Not for me.
I'm always fighting with Lumia. It like works halftime. It works on my stream deck, but then not on the points again. It just
Yes, you could do that. Fun.
Floating in a sea. The sky. Safety net for all those who feel lost. Many are the universe. As the spaceman to the sea. Universe unseen. Love is penetrates the soul. Never full. Never empty. The big blue ever free. Belly of the universe. There's the spaceman to the sea. Universe unseen. Love is
Not really sure I want windows on the inside of the spawn like that, but they're fake windows for one. Like no one's looking out them. But they might get changed into like I want the holes in the walls with geometry that's already there that I can turn into something else. Like what's going on there. And if for some reason I have to leave it as fake windows, that'd be fine too. But we don't need it blocked in on that. Well, yeah, we do. trying to figure out how to do this without, effort. Damn it.
Hi, Transmatrix, how you doing? And we have Robin, moin moin, and Bob Hawks here as well. The knitwear can put away again for another day. This is another Guruyella masterpiece. This one is Tension. Ideas. We've got a raid, Transmatrix, thank you very much. Welcome ladies. Welcome to this Twitch. Videos, Transratrian. I think we're a day or so in, so plenty of time and chance to come. And on for another 15 minutes or so, then we'll be heading over to Anthem. So thank you Transmatrix, and welcome everyone. Greg the Grass Guy, how you doing? Pink Lady and Tim Damage.
right there.
Yes, thanks again, Transmatrix. Sorry if you couldn't hear me before. My mixer is really old and doesn't have a talkover function. So when you pair it with my Dodge accent, it makes communicating difficult from time to time. But thank you.
That is not. Okay. That is a broken texture, apparently. Noted. Is it one of mine? No. No, it's a reflection. One level. Maybe I have a broken piece of geometry. Why does it take one and not the other? It's just a square. These reflection ones? What's going on with this shit?
So everyone knows the Ferry remix of Barbara's Adagio for strings, but this is another foray into classical music. This is, oh god, this is going to be hard to pronounce, Ravel's Pavan Paul Infante de Fontaine. I definitely got that wrong, but it's a very underrated tune. Here we go.
You know, I don't think there is a fucking translucent. Actually, it says that one is. I don't think it is. Little kitty. I am the briefcase. What am I doing is what you're asking. There's not really additions, more as changes. The community was clearly wanted me to do 3 things, and that's kind of what I'm doing. One was get rid of the sweater textures. The other was to fix the spawn issues. I had designed some spawns that were very easy to dominate without heavy and a medic at their front door because they only had one exit. There's reasons for that, mainly because I wasn't really done with it when Valve came around and said we wanted to publish this. And in my favor. But anyways, and then the third thing was basically optimize it to run. It was not some things I had done with some hint brushes and stuff like that. Hey, Kitty's not playing nice here. Kitty's trying to walk on my keyboard. And then the third thing was optimize the thing, because it didn't leak externally, but when you were at the last point, you were also rendering the first point. And I had put in volumes that, in theory, would have fixed it, but in practice it did not. And so I'm fixing that. But fixing that required a little bit more design work rather than just like put a new single thing in there to fix it. Fixing the spawns as well meant actually changing geometry, not just punching holes, to make it a good experience. Like, I could have just done a couple of those things and said fuck it, but it's not what I wanted. I wanted it to be good. So since I have the opportunity, I am doing the best I can. So that is the long story of what the fuck I'm doing. Because a lot of this stuff is... The original map was never... I never expected it to go anywhere, but it did, obviously. Which is why you're here talking to me. Alright, we need to dogleg this. No, I've already done, here, I'll show you. I'll give you a quick look as to what, this is the whole map. And you see those big light blue walls in there? Those are sky walls. I didn't have those in there before. What I had in there was cuts. Like invisible walls sort of things. And so the idea is that when you are here, you can't see up and over that. You can only see the sky above this stuff. So it should have stopped showing this stuff, but it didn't. So when you're here fighting, your machine is also drawing this Christmas tree down here. So instead of having the invisible walls, which again should have worked but don't, I'm putting more of the hard, like, this works, period. But the problem is that these walls are very intrusive to kind of the overall design, again, I had to like shift whole chunks of it in the back to kind of like give more space. So it's like in the end it'll be a better map and it will run properly, and I'll have proper good looking models that aren't jank. All the spawns will have multiple exports, and there's side hallways everywhere, and like all the problems that people complained about will be fixed. They're like, will they find other things to complain about? They will. But it will run well, and their biggest issues that they've complained about for a couple of years now will be fixed. So anybody who wants to complain after that can get bent, because you've had more than enough time to reach out and let me know. But that said, like I said, everybody should be happy in the end. I'm not trying to change it out completely or anything like that. Valve bought this map from me. I'm making it as much as I can like the original one. I'm not here to like give them something new. They don't want that. They want the map they bought from me working well, and if possible, changes that will make the community happier. So that is the long story of what I'm doing here. And I've actually gone down this road 3 times now. This is the 3rd one. But I stopped, I stopped because I was making the map huge. I wasn't thinking right. It was just done. I was just like, nope, this is wrong, and I just threw that version away. Well, I mean, I didn't throw it away. It's on a hard drive somewhere, but then I started another time, and I didn't get real far because reasons to do with family and stuff. Just leave it at that. Life. So life has kept me from fixing this from before now. But this year has been a good year for me, and I've had extra time. Everything's cool. So I'm, working on it. So like down here where I've been, this is done. This stuff's done. So it's a lot easier to tell. This is more like what the final map's gonna look like. And thank you, Ira Grusty. It's an interesting last name. I'm a name fan. Not a professional. I have one, but just find names interesting. Anyways, so the original spawn back here, this was the only exit for the original spawn for blue. And can you stand here and pump tons of heavy rounds into that thing and block it up? Yeah, and that's kind of the problem. Is all the spawns were like that. One exit. Oops. When I was making it, I was more just exploring ideas and having fun. And you're like, wow, you really explored quite the idea. And I'm like, yeah, because making this stuff is not hard. I'm a professional game developer. Making 3D stuff and all this stuff is this is my downtime. This is what I'm doing for fun. Other artists might oil paint. I make TF2 levels. And whether or not they get bought by Valve, most of the time I just didn't give a shit because I wasn't, I was having fun. That wasn't really my goal. It was not necessarily to. If it happened, cool. I'm not. But anyways, the most fun I had was when people played my maps. So the idea here is that, well, I've got a map here that people will play once a year at least, if I get it right. So, that hole. Look at that hole, folks. Oh my goodness. So yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess I'm rambling. I'm really good at telling stories and rambling while I'm working, so. Where's the fucking... Oh, there it is.
Moin moin, DJ Spence. Guten Tag, how you doing?
Alright. Granted, we ain't even close to closing up the shit, but soon, that one most definitely would hit me. Here, you want to see... Since you're... Yeah, I mean, that's, in the end, it's like, I'm just having fun here. And here, as a person who probably, as a person, to explain how much this was thrown, the original map was thrown together, this is one of the original buildings. I'm still, I haven't replaced this one yet. But if you look at it, now think about the Halloween models in TF2, and think of the tall Gothic steeples type prop they have that you can throw on top of buildings. Then imagine if it was painted, if that exact geometry was painted with Wutville shit. You might have something that I'm holding in front of you. Oh wait, that's exactly what that is. That's just a retextured original prop that I just threw my shit on top of. Nobody ever called that out. They would have been like, text, model flipping. Yeah, they were too busy complaining about other shit. That's why I was like, a lot of times, like, some of the stuff, shit they complained about, I'm just like, that's what you're complaining, like, the optimization one, get it, fine. You got a potato in my map, makes your potato run hot. Fine, that's fine. They should, bring themselves into 1995, but, whatever. Anyways, so we are currently, yeah, that's where I'm at there. Yeah, those are definitely going to have to get blocked back up, but we'll get there. Let's see. This is all was yesterday. So this is here. So I need to. This will be unable for blue to come up to here because they will have a blocker down here. But I definitely need a dog leg here. So if I don't have to build 2 dog legs, I'm not going to. But one, I guess I'll deal with. And actually, I might just grab this whole thing and flip it. So let's go back into. If you're, one thing a lot of people don't know, since you're here, is that
half an hour before we handle
Hammer allows you to use instances to compile your maps, and so I'm in an instance here of this geometry in the other version that's loaded in the same thing. Oh, and notice that I still have those things selected, and I'm going to go over there. They are still selected, and I am now in the other map. This is the top level map, basically, and that stuff is all inserted in here. There's a bunch of them. There's that one, obviously. There's one there. There's another one down there. Each one is basically in its own separate one, and all the stuff in between is in this map. All the stuff in this map is the unimportant shit. These are all the spawns and the important shit. And the end, they all get thrown into the same one because of the way that the file format works. It's all just text, so it just kind of gets appended at the end, and it just works. I mean, it doesn't just work, but you get the idea. Anyways, a lot of people don't know like that, so I like to share. Especially people who say they've been making their own shit. I got a hole. I got 2 holes. It is unfriendly. We have holes down here too? No. Yes. No. Same hole. God damn it. God damn it. God damn it. Goddamn. There you go. Gotta give it out. Doesn't look right. Yeah, doesn't look right at all. Alright, maybe it was right. Fine. Alright. Yeah. I'm trying to decide whether I want that frame, that door frame in there. Kinda don't. But, it's fine for now. The alternative I have for it is just to pull it out. So, kind of like whatever. Let's pull that back. It'll need a ledge. Alright, let's go take a look at it. Another map. Now, all these things are sticking through here because I have no idea how thick it was going to need to be or not. So I tried to keep it as thin as possible. I figured I'd get to a point where I'd be moving some models around, so soon. Not yet, but soon. So that's It's like some of that stuff, like I had no idea this was going to be here, because I was going to build it as, where it needed to be, not where some concept said it needed to be. So when I built that piece, I'm like, well, I'll build it, and it will get trimmed at some point, which it will soon. Not today. It's an actual physical, it's a 3D model, not brushwork, so I will fuss with that when I'm fussing with the models. Not today, though. That's kind of... We're going to have to figure out all this stuff here. On the other side of the wall. It is all doable. Just take some time. Okay. So... Yeah, I'm definitely going to need to block off those windows so you can't actually see through them. Let's go look. Let us go look. It's thinking about it. Maybe. Probably. Come on. Alright, fine. I was confused, chat. Okay, so that's the initial button-up phase. So really, all I got left to do here is kind of figure out these outdoor platforms, and then it's done. God, I wish. Oops. Anyways, does that mean you could do you could source control TF2 maps? I do source control TF2 maps. Of course I do. I mean, you don't? And I know what you're actually getting at. Is you mean, can you merge them? In theory, yes. And that's actually what it does at compile time. But you don't need to do that because you keep them in separate files already, and you work in separate files, and then you instance them into one file. Now, do I source control all the individual parts? I do that too. They're all sitting in GitHub. Because sometimes shit goes bad. Or you've made an unpleasant design error. For whatever reason. Anyways. I mean, that's if you can make the, we want to publish this map. But what we want from you is a new version that you've compiled against the new, new version of TF2. Because it was like 2 or 3 years old at that point. And so I dialed up GitHub and said, gimme. And it shattered out just as I left it 3 years ago. So yeah, that's fine. And Perforce and everything, it's just text files, like I said. So source control has no problems with any of it. I could name off a couple of extremely rare examples that you will never run into with specific source control situations. I've been at this for a while. I am approaching 26 years in the industry, so yeah. Anyways, let's close up that hole. I still like the fake grow. We don't need it there. I'm actually going to use this. I like the idea that it's. I like implying that there's more going on the other side of these walls than there is. Like they just. It helps push the disassociation of where they actually are or how far they are in the map. If it looks like there's like more shit that potentially could be there, I mean, granted, it's just a fake wall, and you know, players know that, but it's more a psychological thing. If it's an empty wall, it just looks boring. If there's doors on it, it looks more interesting. Kind of the gist of it, really. But the idea that there might be more beyond and all that is, you know, part of all that too. There's just, anyways. Alright, folks. Do not attempt this at home. Blocking that shit up. I like the arches. They're nice decorative, you know, again, decorative wall pieces. Something more interesting than just blank wall. And the fact that they're blocked up implies that there's more shit back there. It might be the architect in me reading more into some of this than not, but, you know, that's how we got here, so I'm going with it. Tight little hallway here, connection, kind of a side hallway to get up to the top here. Block that up. Let's go back to the other one. Alright. So, in theory, I've got to obviously cut a hole for that train to go into a pit. I need to do this set of platformings. The sky walls and stuff will come after I do another work, the trimming of the big models and the pipes. Like these pipes and stuff will get replaced by those big, you know, versions of those models. Because I have them, I will just cut and paste them in new locations. And since they're models, there are a lot more you can do with this than with brushes. So. Oh goodness, Mr. DJ's leaving. How boo. But anyway, so I will, I'll be decorating and filling in all the stuff, or filling in the gaps with more of the big pipes and more of the barn stuff. God, there's so many of these things in here. So I'm trying to get all the linear architecture done and in place, then come back and do the curvy architecture on top of it, and then do the skywalls. And when the skywalls are done, then it's pretty much throw the ensign entities in, and it's done. Done. So, definitely getting close to the end of the line here. But not yet. We still have hours and hours and hours to go. Oh, shit. I don't have my beverage. Alright, chat. I need to go find my beverage. I'll be right back. Goodness. Alright. Let's see here. Alright. Oh, yeah. There you go, chat. I gave that to you. My 1980s commercial upbringing told me that you would enjoy that. Let's see here. Well, alright. So, the next thing I need to do, let's talk that out. All that is organic stuff. There's going to be some exterior work here, but that's going to be like detailing. Could build some of that, but I really should. This building should have like foundation sort of stuff with, around it, some stairs here, kind of like loading dock sort of prep. Same over here. And then this stuff, which I don't. Okay, I'll let you know a secret, chat. I know what I need to build next. I'm just trying to convince myself not to. It's this stuff. That's the next thing I need to build. Because it's pieces of design that haven't been figured out. It's the last pieces of design that haven't been figured out. So it's arguably the most important piece that we need to fuck with. So I'm just trying to convince this, but it's also, it means I don't exactly know what I'm going to be building because I haven't figured. We're going to have to block it out. I mean, I've thrown some in there now to just kind of remind myself that shit has to happen, but actually starting to look at it and get it balanced hasn't happened yet. Well, while this thing is here, because that's one part that needed to happen. Because there's a door behind that, and people will be getting their faces shot off from both sides if that little pipe wasn't there. Indeed, young lady. My little cat approves. Come here, young lady. I know you can't see her, but she's on I have a little kitchen cart that I roll around on my in my office, and it has a little pillow and blankets on the top of it. So it's a little cat stand. And she's here next to me, meowing in my ear. Alright, let us do some blocking. Because that is the least problems. I don't want to fuck with that shit. So we creep up on it by doing the least amount of work possible on each step. And blocking is most definitely the least amount of work that you could fucking do. If anybody's like, yeah, I'm gonna spend a couple days blocking shit out, call them out for fucking cheesing it. You probably don't work in a professional environment, so you know. Someone's like, yeah, I'm gonna take 3 days. I'd be like, are you sure? Can you tell us again how much you're blocking out for 3 days? But no. You block out New York City in a day. Alright, that's facetious, but still. I mean, I really actually have blocks. Let's I want a piece of a block. It's not connected to anything. Yes, hello, young lady. What? You've been fed. You've been given treats. Alright, so that is generally what we're going to do here when I being grumpy about this is we're going to do we're going to do a use case, as they like to say, or as I like to say. So what we're doing here is we're going to design this area less about what's cool and more about what the function's about. Which is, in general here, now we got to do a little lore bit here. It's like, why do we have a building with a path going up to it? So, generally what we have done is that this is, part of the child labor law, or child labor stuff, and that, this is where they're collecting from the kids along this path. I know that's really weird and makes probably zero sense, but it's okay. So the idea I'm kind of coming up here with is that what if this was one great big staircase? Alright, let's take a look here at what's the difference between these two right now. Okay.
Thank you.
This is what I want to do is I'm going to standardize this a little here. That one's fine.
Thank you for joining.
I'll make these what, 16ths?
Thank you
I don't know if this will work, but I kind of like the idea. So we're going to explore it. This is how it works for me. Is I'm like, hey, that's an idea. Let's do that. Let's try it.
Yes, thanks for being here. Hope you enjoy the tunes. Happy Friday, and we'll see you soon. Thanks again, Glenn. It's great news. And thanks
So,
for having me as part of this.
my thought here is to make like a great big, like the entire thing is one set of stairs, and some of the stairs are big enough for houses to sit on as well. But it just continually goes down. Kind of see where I'm going with that? Yes, this is source. You don't have a bunch of, you don't have any vowels there at the beginning. Oh, I guess a Y is a vowel, isn't it? Syllabic. Syllabic. Alright, I can do that. Syllabic. Syllabic? Anyways. But yes, this is source. This is, Team Fortress. But this is actually in, if you look up in the top corner, you'll see it's Hammer++, which is a rebuilt version of the editor in C++, which means it's a little more stable than the original one, and it most definitely can handle more memory use, like more intensive everything, really. I used to because my maps are all so stupid and full of shit, I would crash the old editor all the time. So I really like this one. I think but yeah, it's just Hammer++. I'm over explaining it. It's fine, Drew. Shut up. Okay, so yeah, let's see where this goes. I think this is. I think the problem I have having here is that I'm going down too slow. I mean, we can still fix that though. Actually, yeah, we don't have to give up just yet. God damn it. I used this just because it's easy. Like compared to like Unreal Engine, this shit is cake. Easy. Not very many requirements, you know. It's fun to work in. As long as I'm not trying to, you know, make a living off it, I guess, is, you know, probably key to that problem too, but, you know, it's just, I know the engine really well. I've got really good tools. Yeah, you get the point. I really should just make this a long, flat, a piece of terrain, instead of these pieces like this, to be honest. But I could use this as the, template for that though too. Yeah, because we're almost back to there. And we are not to the ground yet, where we need to be. But let's see where we're at when we get there. It's all, I like the cascade, like I like the angle, it's just all too tall. Yeah, it can't be that tall. We want the cart to go through there. And, if you have that much, like, above you, like, higher ground, it makes pushing the cart a fucking nightmare. You're pushing it through a fucking box canyon of death. So all that really needs to come down. So that's what that rule says. Which is fine. It can all sit there where it is. I mean, sit in place, but just move down. So let's grab it all. And this is what I'm talking about when I was saying boxing it in, because I'm not like I want to. I needed to think through this problem, but now that one there has to stay there because it's it's where the door comes out, which tells me that I will probably have a set of normal stairs back here. Is really all it's getting at. I kind of wanted to avoid doing stairs like that. I wanted to kind of keep it all, smooth, but it's just not going to happen. To see, that's probably too low. Probably where we want it. I don't want it to be exactly level with the center courtyard here, because I want the courtyard to be like it's an industrial one. Like these are loading areas and stuff. So having that be a little bit lower is proper. I think. But boy, it only puts that door way the fuck up there. It's fine. We'll probably have to put like a stair tower or something in here somewhere to enclose that. We can maybe make an exterior one, but I'm not sure. I don't want to let go of that stuff. Let's might get a group. So let's just get rid of some of this here. See where we're at with that. Yeah, definitely tall enough. I don't want it any taller. That's good. What to do with this? I kind of like the idea of maybe making that a one-way door. Because the idea of letting red just come out that door, out of their spawn, and put a sentry up there. I mean, granted, I did put that pipe up there to help block the view down, but it's still a great place to put a sentry. But that said, it's fine. But if it's a one-way door, it becomes way less attractive. Because you will never keep that door open or get somebody to come and open it when you need it to. It's pain in the ass, which is what it needs to be for them, because they shouldn't have that advantage. And this is how I figure out the design and stuff. Is that, like, normally I'll do this stuff in my head, but since people are here listening to me, to make it weird, I'm doing it out loud. Because basically, when I figure out, I talk through a bunch of the different, like, anchor points of what you're trying to do, and you talk about how they're important. And then you talk about how they're influencing each other, or what you're trying to do when you're trying to get from A to B, whatnot. Instead of just staring at it and waiting for inspiration, you kind of pull it's like pulling it out of the mess, sort of a thing. Sifting the sand for the bits of gold, whatever it means. I don't have a great analogy, so whatever. Okay, so that said, if I do make that one way, which again I like it, because they're going to have plenty of, they've got a protected return if they need to go up there to change class, which nobody fucking does. Give me a goddamn break. But I will put I'm probably gonna put like a little nook here with the health and regen or whatever. So I want you to you have to leave the battlefield to get refilled, but you don't necessarily have to go all the way back up here. That's a little painful, especially at the last point. There'll be some pickups as well. So that's all fine. So now it's, how do I connect the dots between the two here? Do I think I do. Again. Now this will, let's go grab some of that actually. I'm gonna throw some of these down. This is what I plan on doing, so let's See how the scale works out. 'Cause I plan on basically reusing some of the architecture and design cues that I've got going on, specifically here. This here is what I plan on designing that stuff up there on, because it works here really well. It makes a side hallway. You've got some pieces here that's visually interesting, but it's just a wall. But I got fences up and things that give it a dynamic wall, is the way I would look at it, or a half wall. People aren't going to shoot you, but they can kind of see you. If they're looking for movement, they'll see the movement. But snipers aren't going to be able to get you. See, that's not as big as I was thinking it was. There's a lot more room down there for these. Let's go ahead and make that a group as well. Let's see, if I put, like... If I put that fence there, boy, that would be annoying as fuck. Those people up there, because they would not be able to get to the high ground. Or they would not be able to use the high ground. Which I probably did, like I said, it's a bad thing, so I need to maybe put that up there. Right now I'm just going to throw some of these in here for scale a little bit. And yeah, actually having one up here is probably not a bad idea. If that was out a little bit more. I don't know, actually there's, maybe there is plenty of room here. And then let's get one more. Yeah, actually that's a lot more encouraging than I was thinking originally for a moment or three. Yeah, it was awesome. His idea here is that this is basically a side hallway that lets players, basically gives them cover as they're coming up to attack. It's obviously, just threw shit up there for the moment. But yeah, that's... Still not sure how to get that down. The problem is just that that's very high comparatively. And stairs take a lot of space. And so for me to get from here to here, I need a lot of, you need generally the rule of thumb to start with is that if you need to go from from 10 feet down to 0, so that's 10 feet, you need 20 feet of linear distance to get up to it, without that ramp being too steep. And people are like, well, you can do 45 degrees. No, I can't. That's too steep. For me. Like, it's like, have you ever tried to walk up a 45 degree angle thing? I get video games. 45 degrees is too steep. Period. 40 is about as steep as I'll go. Just to me, it just looks unnatural. Like soil doesn't stack that high or stack that steep. Anyways, that's the architect in me coming out again. It's one of my rules. But that said, we're gonna have to do something. Yeah, it's just steep. Just looking to see if I can steal some stairs to throw in there. Check real quick, but I don't think I have anything that's not in the main or not in its own. Man, I can make it a jump down, and that goes with the one-way door idea. Just it doesn't feel like feels like a bit of a hack. Always doing the jump down style, whatever. Always feels lazy. Sometimes it's not, not gonna, and I'm not pointing at anybody on this. I have just, in my own personal experience of building, I always feel that I am trying to be lazy when I have the jump down stuff. So that's kind of my point. That is my reasoning. Let's take a look and see just how steep that needs to be, though. I could do a double. I was thinking about, like, this will be one set of pipes or whatever. I potentially could do another smaller one with some stairs. Yeah, I don't know. Brain's cooking, thinking. We're thinking. Alright, so before we were making 16 bumps. $24 maybe? 32? 32 bumps is a lot, but in this particular case, I think we're okay with it. That is a lot. You're gonna keep saying that, aren't you? I am not. You fucking will. Shut up. Let's pull that back some. We're gonna have to use smaller pieces on this one, I think. We are definitely going to hack this in real quick. I want to get to the corner here is what I'm thinking. The stray will go away, don't worry. I know you were worried, but it's okay. See where this is going now? So I got kind of a double-tiered stair going on idea. We get to this point, because of this curve here, we got a reason to, do something different. So that potentially then can be where the stair is. And that gives. Now let's see here. Connecting the dots here, as it were. Actually, let's do this one too. See where it hits the ground. Yeah. You can trim that stuff out. That's fine. That gives me, or them, yeah, so probably, do something like that. This. Yeah, because that just makes it so that they can't just stand up there and just shoot down. They can come over here where there's no cover or whatever. Let's go ahead and open this up a bit. We want to pull some of this stuff out. Yeah, like I will actually put the rounded column, the rounded pipe type pieces back in there. But this gives me some massing to work with. Because I don't want to get it too close. I want the cart needs to have its own room, and not just room for it to exist, and not just room for a person to stand next to it, but you need a person to be able to have room to fight next to it. Because if you just give them enough room to go through by themselves and the cart, well, it makes it really super easy for explosive-based mercenaries to kill you with splash damage, because you're always next to surfaces that things will blow up on. So you need to give it elbow room, as I don't have a better term for it at the moment. And that's why I have those pieces of track in there, and the train over there as well, for like I'm very aware of how much room they're at, but when I do have moments of doubt, I'll take the cart train and actually stick it in there and see if I've got enough space. That's why that piece there got cut off on a 45 degree. The original one, it was too close. But right now, that's just sitting in there as just a mat. That is no more solid than these pieces. Well, other than I might use that texture. But yeah, that gives me something to work with. But now, how do we... Because the mark is about that tall. I think at that point, they can just jump down. Because if you even get, like... Yeah. Trying to decide, because they might take a little bit of fall damage from jumping down there. That's kind of uncool to require. And I could put there's solutions to that, which is like I could put a bunch of like medic packs around, so if you jump down, even little ones, but then blue pushing up would use those to heal themselves against red's defense, and even when because again, allowing them to jump down and then throwing them out back feels really fucking lazy. So no. I could keep going with it, I guess. It can't come down any faster, though. 32 unit steps are, I want it to be an easy jump. I don't want it to be, in the end, it might all just be a smooth texture or a smooth mesh like this, anyways. And when I say that out loud, then what if I did that for... No. Oh, yes. Yes, I may put that mesh and make it all continuous run instead of steps, but trying to just... I don't know. I've been at this for a couple hours already. I guess 90 minutes isn't quite 2 hours, but just feels things are getting a little tight. There's enough room, but there's not a lot of extra room. Definitely not a lot of extra room in there. This section here is definitely starting to get confined. Everywhere else I was, it's like, well, I can take a little extra room here, and the sky walls are right there. This is here. This has to work. I don't have anywhere else it can go. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I don't need to know you just yet. Let's not stress just too much just yet. Let's ponder what we're looking at here now. So we've got a layout of some sort here. 90% to 80% done. 80 to 90, somewhere in there. this works here. This all works really well. Yeah, that will work just like it did down there. Oh, so if it was down there, actually you would be running across the tops of these buildings, maybe. I don't know. You could also put a retaining wall kind of in here. Kind of like one of these things. This thing here, whatever. Pull it off of this pipe and kind of swoop it around. I'd still like to be able to connect the dots, and maybe if it is all a piece of continuous mesh, I could definitely probably pull it down a little faster than what I'm currently stair-stepping. If you draw the line, that would actually need to like connect the dots here, or even just from here to here. That's fine. That's actually more than fine. So putting a set of proper stairs right there, or a ramp, or a ramp that's terrain will work. You've got enough space there. Okay. I'm definitely not buttoning this up just yet. Okay, so what we'll probably need to button up though is this is I got my massing done, because really what I need to build next on this massing is the platforms themselves, and they're going to be in 3D, or 3D models. They're not going to be in here. I could put some brushwork there, but I don't know. I guess figuring out the exterior of this thing. These things are next. I'm glad to have that done. Just I knew that there'd be problems, and it's still I got a little anxiety over it until that's proven it's got a good solution. It's tall and stuff. I don't know. We'll see. It'll be fine. Okay, so this is the next junk I gotta do. Actually, I think I'm gonna call that done for the moment. Just because it's 11:30 here. And I'm tired. And I'm burping. But anyways. Thank you for coming by, gentlemen. Or gentlemen and ladies. I appreciate you guys coming by. Absolutely do. Working from home, you don't really get a chance to talk to many people outside of the people you actually work with. So, you know, kind of part of the reason I'm out here. Get some of that human touch. Sorta. Whatever. Anyways, I'm rambling. I'm tired. I'm definitely tired. Blah. So, I'm gonna find some snacks. I will probably be on here tomorrow. So, if, you know, by all means, keep an eye out if you want to see me continue. Right. I want to get this shit done. Done. Take care, you guys. See you. Be safe.